Alrighty, I am moving on along. I am grinding out many videos tonight. I want to get into the deeper layers, but I have to start from ground up. So here we are. Welcome to the Polarity Integration Series, a journey into the real architecture of the masculine and feminine. I'm not sure exactly what video I'm on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this is video 6. Don't quote me on that. I have a heck of a lot of uploading to do. So this video is about how women heal their masculine wounds. So everyone keeps telling women to soften, surrender, be receptive, be feminine. But nobody talks about the real reason women cannot do that. Their masculine wound is unhealed. A woman cannot soften into femininity until she feels safe inside her own masculine energy. This is where it starts. How women heal their masculine wounds. The core truth, women don't have a feminine problem, they have a masculine wound. Most women think I'm too masculine, I can't receive, I don't trust men, I can't soften, I'm too independent, I have to be strong. But the feminine isn't the issue. The feminine is trying to protect itself from a masculine it cannot trust. The true wound is internal. Her inner masculine betrayed her long before any man did. How? She abandoned her own boundaries. She ignored her own intuition. She sacrificed her needs to please others. She overrode her instincts. She didn't protect herself from harm. She didn't advocate for herself. A woman distrusts the masculine out there because the masculine in here broke the contract. The feminine cannot open when her inner masculine is unreliable. The feminine opens when she feels protected, contained, honored, safe, held, and valued. When a woman's internal masculine is weak, collapsed, or wounded, she feels unsafe in her own body, afraid of her own vulnerability, consistently on guard, unable to rest, emotionally hyper-independent, exhausted, and cynical. The feminine becomes hard not because she wants to be, but because she had no one to hold the line, including herself. How the masculine wound forms in women. There are 5 primary origins. Number 1, father wounds. Not always abuse, often emotional absence. He was physically present but emotionally distant. He couldn't protect, validate, or initiate her into worth. He abandoned or neglected. This creates masculine presence is inconsistent. Mother wounds. Mothers can wound the masculine through emasculating men, distrusting men, overworking and over-sacrificing, teaching daughters to be self-reliant, and projecting bitterness or fear. This creates men can't be trusted. You must do it alone. Cultural trauma. For 60 plus years, women were taught dependence is dangerous, submission is oppression, men are predators, you can only rely on yourself. This conditions the nervous system into masculine hypervigilance. Relational trauma. Breakups, betrayal, abandonment, or emotional neglect from partners. Imprint. Opening gets me hurt. Self-betrayal, which is the deepest one. Every time a woman stayed longer than she should have, loved harder than she was loved, tolerated disrespect, ignored red flags, overgave, and abandoned her standards, her inner masculine collapsed. Her inner feminine stopped trusting. The feminine inflates when the masculine collapses. So when the masculine wound forms inside a woman, her feminine becomes defensive. Her masculine becomes overactive. She enters survival mode. Softness becomes dangerous. Receptivity becomes threatening. Surrender becomes impossible. She becomes controlling, anxious, exhausted, perfectionistic, emotionally armored. The feminine becomes inflated to compensate for the inner masculine's absence. Astrological layer, Venus and Mars in wounded polarity. In the feminine chart, Venus represents how she receives, loves, and softens. Moon equals how she feels safe. Mars equals her boundaries, assertion, and self protection. Saturn represents the internal father and discipline. Pluto represents deepest power wounds. When a woman has a masculine wound, Mars becomes suppressed or aggressive. Saturn becomes cold or absent. Pluto becomes fearful or surrender, or fearful of surrender. Venus becomes guarded and the moon becomes unstable. Healing requires Mars restoration, Saturn strengthening, and Pluto transmutation. Only then can Venus bloom. This is a blueprint for feminine softness without self-abandonment. I am so excited to be breaking all of this down into much more deeper layers. This is literally just the foundation and introduction to this series. I am taking it so deep and I'm excited, but one thing at a time. All right, so step 1, stop abandoning yourself. A woman heals masculine betrayal by proving to herself, I will not leave you again. This looks like keeping her promises to herself, honoring her intuition, following through on commitments, choosing rest when needed, choosing herself when others don't, and refusing to negotiate her standards. Self-loyalty restores masculine integrity. Step 2, rebuilding boundaries. Boundaries aren't walls, they're masculine edges. When a woman says, no, this is not enough, I don't accept this, I deserve more than this, her inner masculine strengthens and her feminine relaxes. Boundaries equals safety, safety equals softness. Step 3, healing the nervous system. Most women think they have relationship issues. They really have adrenaline issues, cortisol issues, fight or flight imprinting, and freeze trauma. If the nervous system is dysregulated, the feminine cannot open. She heals through breath work, somatic release, grounding, embodiment, emotional processing, and slowing down. Her inner masculine becomes the stabilizer. It is so cold in here, my breath. It's wild. Wild. I don't do these videos inside because I don't want to wake anyone up. And I am a night owl, so I choose to do this out in a unheated industrial farm equipment filled shed. All right, so step 4, she learns to receive without guilt. Women with masculine wounds struggle to accept compliments, accept help, accept gifts, devotion, and affection. Receiving feels unsafe because her inner masculine never protected her enough to allow it. Receiving becomes spiritual retraining. Step 5, forgiving yourself for choosing from wounds. Huge. Women shame themselves for past relationships, mistakes, naivete, being very naive, past tolerances, and past self-abandonment. Self-forgiveness restores feminine purity. It rebuilds trust within. Shame is a masculine wound. Compassion is the cure. Everything you give to others, give to yourself. She chooses men who reflect her healed masculine. Step 6. When the masculine wound heals, she no longer chooses emotionally unavailable men, avoidant men, chaotic men, controlling men, weak men, or wounded men. She recognizes them instantly as energetic match to her old self-abandoned patterns. Instead, she attracts steady, men protective, present, emotionally grounded, and masculine men with integrity. Because her inner masculine can finally discern, filter, and choose. The feminine blossoms last, not first. Most polarity coaches tell women just be soft, just surrender, and be feminine. This is spiritual bypassing. Softness is a result of safety, boundaries, self loyalty, emotional regulation, masculine integrity, and restored internal protection. A woman becomes feminine again when she already feels protected, inside and outside. Women don't heal their masculine wounds through men. This is the biggest misconception women carry. Men can support, lead, men can soften the world, but no man can fix an internal abandonment wound, internal chaos, a woman's internal fear of vulnerability, or internal mistrust. Her masculine wound is healed internally first. Then she can let an external masculine love. What a healed inner masculine feels like. When a woman heals this wound, she becomes grounded, intuitive, calm, magnetic, emotionally steady, discerning, soft but powerful, relaxed in her feminine body, trusting but not naive, receptive but not dependent. Her entire presence changes. She becomes the woman who needs no man, but inspires masculine devotion effortlessly, not because she is strong, but because she is whole. So, in closing, a healed woman does not reject the masculine. She becomes the masculine's equal in spirit. Her feminine softens because her inner masculine has returned home. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video.